Hey guys, my name's Shiloh. I'm with Evolving Bubbles. I've decided to go live, so I am not sure if this is going to notify y'all or notify me when I start seeing people. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a breath. I'm going to cleanse the space. I already did with my incense. I have this beautiful selenite here, and this cute little dragon is here with us today for this beautiful reading and session. All right, so y'all ready to cleanse space? All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so this is a collective read. So this is for all of us in the collective. This is saying, what can we work on? What are the pieces, right? So I have a few decks, and I'm going to start with Oracle. I like to do something I call little sandwiches. So I usually always start with Oracle, and then I use Tarot in between. To me, Oracle, because they're all different and made by different authors, they kind of tell a story with one card. Tarot to me builds up that story, kind of like a comic that you just read on, and that's how you get your information. All right, Spirit, what do you have for us today for the collective? What can we work on and give us some clarity and guidance? All right. Thank you. Ooh, that one shot all the way off the table, so I may have to move to go get it. Oh, I can see it from here. So yes, I apologize. I'm keeping that one as well. I'm going to maneuver out of the frame for a second so I can get the card that shot completely off the table. Excuse me. Thank you also for joining me. Yes, thank you, Spirit. All right. I apologize. Thanks so much. So the first one that Spirit's telling us is to embrace your imperfections. Okay. Release the idea that you must be without flaws. Humans are imperfect, messy, and also miraculous. So simply aim to be the best person possible. So let's talk about that. If on a day that you were tired, guess what? You're not going to be at the best as if the day that you are fully alive and ready, to kick ass, okay? But that doesn't mean you're not doing your best. What it is saying is that trust that you're in the cycle that you need to be on, okay? Yes, there may be a time where, you voice out and you may react instead of respond. And then you go back and you become aware. Don't berate yourself and beat yourself up. Know that this experience that we're living in this 3D and transcending to the 5D, 12D, all these pieces, this is saying, hey, it's okay. You're learning. So, again, the first card is embrace your imperfections. All right. And the next we have, yes, let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths and others to give than to receive. Allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. So, a lot of people get caught up in giving is so beautiful, but when we give too much of self and we don't receive, then we are emptying our cup, especially if we haven't learned how to be an open vessel and channel from spirit. Then we are giving from ourselves, and when we do that, that's when we become tired and we become feeling empty. And so this is saying allow others to pour into you. Okay, so be open and receptive. So right now, anyone that's listening and ones that come later, I want you to say, I am open and receptive to receive from the universe. What is mine is already mine, and allow that to come to you. Don't hold it off and keep yourself blocked, okay? All right, let's see what the tarot has for us. I usually have some music in the background, but I didn't put any on because I didn't know how well it would be heard and all those pieces. And I'm inside because it's hot, so hot outside. Yes, I know it's summer, but it's like 100 degrees, and I'm just not having it. Thank you. What else? What else do we have, Spirit? And I do have a couple tarot, so we'll see which ones want to come through. Thank you. All right, we got two out of this deck. Whew, the Chariot. All right. So this is saying Take that forward motion, okay? What I love about the Chariot is it shows here, and in most of the cards, it shows the light and the dark aspect, okay? So that's showing, allowing our light presence to integrate with our dark essence, okay? We are all more than dual, but most people understand the dual beings, where there's the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the light and the dark. So what the Chariot is saying right now, so we said, embrace your imperfection, let yourself receive the sport, integrate and move. Okay, allow yourself to catalyst and push yourself forward so you can make these connections, so you can be open to receiving. Because again, if you stand still and stay here, how are you going to get that next blessing that's sitting right there if you're not moving and putting in action? I know with this new moon, there's been a lot of releasing and calling in, and now is the time to say, this is mine, and I receive it. I don't take anything less. So just like we did before, I want y'all to take a deep breath in, release, and call that in and say, I know that what is for me is already here, and I want you to feel into that. Okay, the next is Four of Cups. Okay, so this is saying that a lot of times, because we haven't gotten that promotion that we thought we wanted at this exact job, or because someone else got that paid reading and all those pieces, that we're tending to forget. We're tending to forget to look at what's right here in front of us. What's right here in front of us is that we have awareness, that we have breath, that gratitude literally raises those vibrations. And what she's sitting here is she's remembering and looking at all the things that didn't work out. She's in discontentment and all those pieces. But guess how we manifest what we desire and what we want? We manifest by bringing out that gratitude, by raising that vibration to being joyful that we are here, that we are able to experience. Did I just say it was really hot and I wasn't outside? Well, right now I can be like, well, thankful that I can be inside and I have the air conditioner and I have a fan. So it's little things like that. This again, it goes back to the embrace those imperfections. It is hard in this 3D world, guys. It is hard to maneuver day after day in this mundane, and even with these energies that for a lot of us seem a little denser and lower for us. So what we can do is raise ours, okay? Raise those vibrations, take deep breaths, know who we are, and just be grateful. Don't berate yourself when you mess up. Look at yourself with love and kindness. Treat you like you would treat a 2-year-old. A 2-year-old that's pitching a fit, are they pitching a fit just because they're a bad little kid? No. They're pitching a fit because they don't know how to communicate and express their emotions. So it's a form of reaction. So we have to look at ourselves and say, hey, if this isn't working out for us, or we did something that we don't agree with at this moment, we're now aware. So don't berate yourself. Just lift up and pour in that positivity. Okay. So, and this isn't toxic positivity, because what I'm saying is feel those emotions and release it. Okay. But we have a choice to look at things in a different way. And there are so many perspectives, so many. So I'm going to ask this next deck here. Whew. What does Spirit want to reveal to us in this collective read for today? Spirit, what do you have for us in the collective? I do feel, thank you. I do feel that this deck is more of a feminine deck. So she kind of delivers, thank you, things in a little more softer approach, right? And compassion. So the first card that flipped out is Ace of Wands. So this to me is saying, hey, bring in the awareness of what is firing you up, what sparks you, where are your passions. That's how you can raise your gratitude and stop looking at the things that haven't worked out. Do things that bring you joy. Do things that allow your heart to be open and to feel all those pieces. And this is the beginnings. So once you allow yourself to focus on those things, so if it's painting, go and paint. It doesn't matter if you think you're good or not. Go and paint and allow yourself to express, because when you do that, you are also asking to receive back from the universe. And this is going to, again, raise your vibrations and help you to receive what you're freaking calling in. We got a few together. The next is Six of Coins. Okay, so coins represents those pinnacle pieces. This is saying that there are people that are coming along. This could be nostalgic pieces. This is also showing, again, that receiving support. So this is all about reciprocal energy. So what you give, you're also giving back. So again, right now, I'm doing a live read. What I would love is if this resonates, that y'all, give me a follow, you like all those pieces. But what this is saying also is that raise those vibrations, put yourself out there and hold those boundaries, and only give when you're giving back and receiving, right? Because it feels like right now Spirit's saying there's so many of us that just give, and we don't open ourselves up to receive. And that's what this card is saying, that we have to be open up to it, that we have to be open, that even though it may not look at how we want. So we could be manifesting and saying, hey, I want $1,000 in my bank account. I want $1,000 in my bank account. Well, if you don't believe that, you're not going to get it. So does that mean you're going to turn down that free Starbucks when you're in line? Because that's not what you asked for? No, be open to receiving what the universe has for you. And what if it is that someone comes down that line, not the line of Starbucks, but just the line of your path, and they are able to bring to you something, a new perspective and awareness, okay, that helps light you back up on your way. The next is the Four of Wands. So this is saying being open to receive, raising those vibrations, and we will have those forms of celebration where we'll be able to gather together. Maybe this is virtually, maybe it's with your friends, maybe it's just with your, your spiritual team, and you'll be able to celebrate and be like, look at where I've come. Look at where I got myself. And you know how you got there? By embracing those imperfections and by allowing yourself to receive. Okay. Next is the Knight of Coins. I love the Knight of Coins. To me, it is all about that law of attraction, that you do not have to chase anything, that you attract it. It's magnetized to you. And for me, it's like, what have you already put in? What work have you put in? What have you already sowed? It is going to follow you. It is coming to you. So this is saying the abundance, the gifts, and this could be monetary, this could be in health, this could be in friendships, this just could be in signs, that as long as you work on these, you integrate that light and dark and that divine masculine and feminine. You raise up that vibration that is literally catalyzing you to reach and gain what is already rightfully yours. But you're not going to get it if you allow yourself to sit in here. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to tap into this last deck here. The name of it is Gateway of Light Activation. So it's just going to be a little in conclusion to letting us know, like, where are we at as a collective? What are we doing? Thank you, Spirit. I did get a number that just popped up, so I want to read that. It's 452. I love this book because it's just a good reference. Of course, only take what resonates. This book usually resonates with me when I am talking and doing divination. 452. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to share the truth that you have been holding in your heart. Openness will allow divine guidance in. So again, if you're closed off, how are you going to receive anything? You have to be open. You have to be open to be able to receive. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. What do we have in conclusion for this little collective live today? It is like my first live doing by myself, so I appreciate all of you that are here on watching. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Scar. All right. What do we have? Oh, man. Let's see. All right. I'm going to do double deck and pick the third card down from this section. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Living with grace. That is what we need to be working on. Embracing those imperfections. And how do we do that? We live with grace. We give ourselves grace. We love on us. We say, hey, we're learning. I get it. Let's work on this. Don't berate and pull yourself back down, because you have a choice in that. I hope that y'all enjoyed this and that this was a message that resonated with you. I would like to end it right now in a light language transmission of opening our hearts up to receive support, and to allow ourselves to embrace these imperfections, to look at it head on, to integrate, and to release all that stagnant lack energy, the energies that make us feel discontent. All right, y'all ready? Thank you, Spirit. Yasu takati didaro shoto to katara sokoto dada sipiti. Yakara hikara to oshana kato dasi. Yashikato so so. There you go. Do y'all feel that in your heart space? Allow it just to open up. Okay. This doesn't mean that we're opening up to the nasty energies. We're opening up to divine. We're opening up to bring a new awareness so we can receive the support, so we can receive those blessings that we've been calling out for, so we can look at ourselves in pure love and grace. Yakotara sho, yashoda, yakara si, washo. Ashakatara hi 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 hi. Yakotada satakara hasha. Yasikatara. Yashokoto yasho. I can see it now. Heart spaces are being opened up like a blooming flower. Petals are being opened. Okay, not removed, open to allow it in. I want y'all to take a deep breath in with me. Feel it penetrating inside that heart space. And then release. And then voice out loud, I am open and I'm receiving. I am open and I receive the blessings that are for me, the blessings that I call in. I am open and I receive. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm sending out all the loves and bubbles to all of us. Remember that this 3D, it's rough, okay? But we can embrace our imperfections, live through grace, love ourselves, and receive the support. Receive it. Loves and bubbles. Bye, y'all.